The FBI once again investigating after another possible assassination attempt on Donald Trump, this time near his Florida golf course. Trump reportedly not harmed, and a suspect is in custody. Global's Reggie Cecchini is in Washington with the latest. Reggie, what more do we know about this incident and the suspect?
Well, Carolyn, we understand it happened at 1:30 on Sunday afternoon at Donald Trump's golf course. Secret Service agents who were a couple of holes ahead of Donald Trump saw somebody in the bushes on the outside perimeter of the golf course pointing what was believed to be the barrel of an assault-style rifle through the fence. According to Secret Service, they engaged, fired potentially 6 shots towards the suspect, who then fled. He was apprehended on a highway 1 county over. 58-year-old Ryan Ruth, he originally lived in Hawaii. He lived in North Carolina. He's had brushes with the law before, including an arrest for barricading himself into a business several years ago and being charged with holding a weapon of mass destruction. There are questions here over his kind of political views. He was once a Trump supporter. It appears that he may have been a Biden-Harris supporter over the last couple of years. But again, there are questions here with no motive determined just yet.
Reggie, let's talk about the political fallout and reaction, because there were a lot of questions, as we know, about the Secret Service and security after the first assassination attempt. Are we hearing any concerns at all based on this event? From the reports I've seen, Secret Service actually were very proactive here on the golf course.
Yeah, and look, there is some kind of outrage within the Republican Party right now questioning why this was able to happen again, but a far different outcome than what we saw at the first attempt on Trump's life in Butler, Pennsylvania back in July. Still, there are growing calls here from Republican lawmakers and from some Democrats to argue that additional security needs to be put in place around Donald Trump. The issue here is he's not a sitting president, he's not an incumbent president, and that's typically left in place for someone like Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. But again, given this is the second time Donald Trump's life has been put at risk over the last 8 or 9 weeks, you are going to hear growing calls. You're also going to hear growing calls for the rhetoric to be tamped down. It didn't happen after the first attempt, and with 50 days left until this election, it's unclear if that rhetoric will go down anytime over the next several weeks.
All right, Reggie Cecchini in Washington for us. Thank you for the update.